Hey y'all, welcome to Best Family Reviews weekly update for the Amazon Influencer Program. We're at it again. So last week we said it was getting worse. So I think the big question to answer this week is it getting better or is the program getting worse? Those are the heavy hitting topics we're going to cover as we review Catherine and I's weekly results. So just so we're on the same page, if you haven't watched any of the previous videos, go check it out if you're not familiar with the Amazon Influencer Program. Catherine, what's the Amazon Influencer Program?
It is a program where you can review products that you have purchased and use on Amazon and do a video review of and post it on the product page for others to view and then potentially see if you have influenced them to buy it.
Okay, so I'm on my week 12. Catherine's on her week 8. We've done videos for every week of our process when we were fresh, new, 3 and 4 week Amazon influencers, I guess. Things were going. How would you say things were going?
Great. They were on an upward trajectory. And as you say that, it really makes me wonder, like, again, is this more like YouTube, where if you don't use the program, if you're not downloading as vigorously as fast, do they feature you as often? And also I was thinking, like also with YouTube, is if you click on, actually it was something that I was thinking of, but anyway, when I have noticed more recently when I look at the product pages, my videos seem to always be first. So are my videos always first, or is it like...
Or do you see them as first?
Right. Oh, it's Google. It's Google search results. If you have a website with Google, Google will show you like your more preferred pages more often. So is YouTube or is Amazon showing me my videos, or is that a direct...
So I think
is that a more accurate...
Yeah, so I think a way we could test that is we could ask one of our friends, send them a link to one of the products and say who's on the carousel to see, because I'm curious about that as well. We have that theory that shopping is down right now, that it will pick up before the season. But let's jump right into the reviews today, and let's see how we did. Are things getting better? Are things getting worse, or are they staying the same?
I also think when people know Prime Day is coming, they also wait to purchase because they're like, well, I'll wait for Prime Day because the thing I want might be on sale.
Yeah, so here we go. So yeah, and there's a Prime Day coming up in just a couple days. I'm excited to see how things go with the Prime sales, but let's check this out. So our first day of the week, last week, I had 42 clicks and $4.12.
At double the clicks and $2 more, 78 clicks and $6.10, sorry.
And we'll just go right through the dates, and then we'll look at how many videos we added and all that other information. We'll just streamline this, and I added extra content this week too. So some of those questions that we've had, like how many returns and stuff. So Monday, I had 66 clicks and $11.57. I
had a double-digit day. Oh, so did you. Yeah. 79 clicks and $17.55. Now that is a good ROI. I like that. Those numbers.
That's what we want to keep seeing, right? So day number 3, I had 66 clicks and $11.31.
Oh, exact same number of clicks.
Mm-hmm.
And almost the exact same thing. Okay, I had 58 clicks and way down to $2.32.
And day number 4, 76 clicks for me, $6.58.
What is with all these 66 clicks?
66 is a popular click amount.
And $13.63.
Okay, and day number 5, Thursday, I had 60 clicks and $5.20.
I had 51 clicks and $6.01.
And on Friday, day number 6, 70 clicks and 5 whole cents.
76 clicks and $1.42.
And I'll tell you this, this day I had a return on a $300 item, which that's what happens with a big ticket item when it gets returned. And the final day, day number 7, on Saturday, I had 86 total clicks and $4.33.
I had 77 clicks and $3.72.
All right, so really quick, okay, we'll get back to it. So just to show our total earnings, I'm going to scoot over to that really quick and show both of those. So that was a total earnings of $43.16 for me.
$50.66 for me.
So we can see last week's numbers there too. For me, I was $2 worse. For you,
It's almost $2 better.
$2 better. So I think we're staying about the same. I think things are about the same. I'm seeing more clicks though. And if we look at our conversion rates, I've got those right here. For those clicks we did get, you can see that my conversion rate, both of ours went up. So it's not that people are watching our videos and they're not purchasing it. Our conversion rate is actually higher than it has been. So what I'm kind of seeing is they're buying less costly items, maybe more.
Depends on what they're buying.
Yeah, so maybe they're buying things that are more necessary rather than extravagant, or they're being more conscious on how much they want to spend. Sold revenue, I had $1,800.49, about $100 less than the week before, and Catherine had
$2,196.54.
So almost exactly the same over last week. And so for total earnings so far, I am at $560, and you just broke
$500.
So for your first 8 weeks in the program, you've made $500. That's not too bad. And it's going pretty steady. We're kind of teetering at that $50. I'm going to look at some of our other stats really quick. Okay, so total new videos. I had 5 new videos this week that brought me up to a total of 97, which is almost to my 100 video goal that I've been working at.
And I have 1, 2, 3 videos, which means I added 7 this week. And I had more that I could have added. I did make a few more videos. I wasn't able to get them edited though, because I was working on a different review video that you can watch for soon. We went to Frontier City in Oklahoma City. It's a Six Flags property, so I got that one done. I was really excited about that. But it means I got less reviews done, but I'm okay with that. It was a fun family memory.
We're trying to branch out a little bit and review a lot more. Like we did a Costco review. I want to do more food reviews. I think they're super fun and catchy, and shorts are huge with reviews. So I had a total of 471 clicks, up from 371 the week before, almost exactly 100 more clicks.
And I had a total of 485. So the big question, big takeaway is, why are my 26 videos not getting 26% more? That would not be the right percentage, but why am I not getting a higher percentage of clicks?
And
so there must be items that just aren't getting any play at all.
Seasonal. I think some of them were seasonal. You did a lot of swimwear videos the week before, so a lot of those were seasonal. And I didn't do as many of those swimwear videos as you did. I did a lot more tech videos, which is evergreen, but also probably more popular in the months where people aren't out having fun.
Yeah, and I found, I don't know why I overlooked this, some things that we have at home this week that I completely overlooked that will be very evergreen. I'm very excited about it. But yeah, I'm definitely, I mean, I think that seasonal stuff is good, but it's not going to carry you through the winter month, the non-seasonal months.
And here's something fascinating too. I had 68 items shipped. You had 59. I had 10 more than you, but I sold less, which means that the items I have that I've reviewed are not as expensive, or I'm not selling the higher priced item as well as you are. I've had 5 items returned to your 4, so we're about even neck and neck on that.
Oh, I had 4 this week. Oh, so that's per week. 4 this week.
4 this week.
I'd like to see, if you're going to have an items returned, I'd like to see the column for the cost of those items returned.
Oh, the returned revenue that goes back. That would be, I could add that in there for sure. So that is it for this week. So how do you feel like we did?
So I decided my takeaways are, you asked me how I felt we did, but I'm going to tell you what my takeaways are. I had a really kind of a epiphany this week. I have been really sour about the click-mageddon, the click cliff that we experienced. And I feel like that would have been justified had our earnings gone to 0, but they didn't go to 0. And I am not going to begrudge, the earnings that I'm getting, $40 that I didn't have before. $40 is it's not the 112 I was making, but I'm happy with 40. I'm going to be happy.
50,
and
you made 50. 50.
Well, last week. I was just
okay.
looking at last week. That was actually yours. So.
Yeah. You're
Anyway,
pretty much 50 both weeks.
As a team, even though we have two separate things, like our income is combined, we share it. And so I feel like to begrudge what I have earned is like, what is it called? Something, a gift horse in the mouth.
I think it is looking a gift horse.
Looking a gift horse, yeah. I mean, how ungrateful. So I have completely done a 180. I am just going to look for opportunities to make more reviews. We've talked about this. Quantity is going to increase. Just, clicks, more products, more clicks. So that is my takeaway. That is my little positive motivation for the week.
And seriously though, we've been doing this for just a couple months. How often do you do kind of like a startup that doesn't really cost any money to invest other than your time, and you're already making a profit? Like I think with us, we were making so much more money a few weeks ago that we got angry. And the truth is, like, my little takeaway too is, things are about the same as they were before. I actually see them starting to trickle upwards. Our click numbers are going up. We're going into Prime Week next week. Another Prime Week, and then into the holiday seasons. I think it can only get better, and we're continuing to find more products to review. We're also a family of 7, so we're buying stuff all the time, and we're thinking about what we're buying specifically so that we can review it. How many videos does it have? And so I am less obsessed. I think Catherine can attest to that. I was always talking about Amazon way too much. It was annoying her. It was annoying my family, to the point now where it's just kind of like we've kind of settled into this is just a little side job we do.
But on that note, I would be really interested to see what is the definition of passive income, because this is not what I would call passive income. Now, granted, yes, there are videos we made weeks ago that are still in production making money.
Yeah.
But if I were to just leave this program and never do anything again, I'm not sure that I could say I would continue to make what I'm making now. I don't think I would continue to make $50, because you're going to have more people, new updated videos that are going to be adding videos and putting those on. It's just like another YouTuber that we saw that said, I go through and I look at my top performing or my ones that aren't performing. I change the headlines. Like, I don't consider this passive, in that you're constantly looking at what needs to be updated, what needs to be changed, how you can improve it, how can I garner more clicks, what can be more attractive. I mean, it's like any company. Like, there's marketing involved, there's all of that. So for me, I would not consider this passive. Passive for me would be one and done, and I never have to think about it again. And I would get to a point where I would be like, I don't have to do anything ever again. But nobody gets to that point.
I want to look up the definition of passive income, because traditionally you think about blogs, YouTubers, like evergreen content being passive income. But even then, you have to go back, make sure your website is optimized. You have to constantly make sure you're ranked for the first page, update dates, do all that. So yes, it's not passive income, but it is something that if you took the next 2 weeks off, I could conceivably see you making $50 a week or more without doing anything.
Right, but if I had a 9-to-5 job and I took 2 weeks off, I would get paid vacation time. So,
oh my goodness.
But you wouldn't call that passive.
No, that's active. That's 100% active. This is a blend, and yeah. So
it's working for yourself, versus working for somebody else. I'm not dogging it. I'm not saying that it isn't amazing and it's awesome. Like you brought up earlier, how where else can you get started right away and not have to put in a lot of, like, you don't have to train for it. Well, that's not true. You do have to do quite a bit of research. Like I mentioned in an earlier video, my videos now are a lot easier to pump out than they were in the beginning. So I would consider that my training period. I just think it's very comparable. I just would not want to give somebody the idea that, like, oh, you can make 50 videos, come out of it and never, sit on your couch and never do anything again. But yes, you can make money while you're not actively sitting at a computer doing something.
Well, and I've been watching a lot of other influencer videos this week too, and some of them specifically saying, if you watch a lot of the gurus and the people that make money off of people how to make money, anyone can do this. They throw it out as this easy peasy 1, 2, 3 thing. And I've watched some other videos and been thinking about it a lot. And the truth is, the honest to goodness truth is, not everyone can do this.
Well,
it's weird. So the way I was saying is actually anyone can do this. Anybody can do this, but not anyone can do this.
the honest to goodness truth is, if they were making this much money or making that much money doing what they do, they wouldn't be trying to funnel people and get them to do it. I've been thinking about this a lot. Hold on, I have something to say. I've been thinking about this a lot. I have so many videos and ads and sponsored ads in my feeds on every social media channel where they're like, make this much money, make this much money. And specifically, one of them was talking about Google surveys, okay? And they said make up to $180 an hour. And so I was like, well, I know that that's ridiculous, but I'm gonna check it out. So I Googled Google surveys and I downloaded it. And it's basically like, you can take it's like giving your opinion for money, right? But they have to match you with a survey. I had that on my phone for a month, and I said yes to everything. Like yes to I will do anything. I will allow you access to all my phone. You can ping me. You can wake me up in the middle of the night. I didn't get one survey to do. So these people who say you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, they're using this criteria based on every survey that's ever been written that you could possibly take as a human being, or maybe as an AI, but you will never be allowed to take that many surveys because they don't want one person to give them all their data. And so I've just been thinking about how bombarded you are every day with people telling you their get-rich schemes and their ways that you can subvert the system. The truth is, money doesn't grow on trees. It takes work. This is an awesome program. I am not trying to say that it's not at all. I'm not trying to say that you can't make money in a much easier way than a lot of the other ones, but I am saying this is not something where you can do nothing and make $1 million.
And it's not just nothing too, because we've told so many friends about this program, and a lot of people are like, oh, that would be great for so-and-so because she's 60 and sitting at home. And it's also like, well, she also doesn't know how to record on her phone. She's also never been in front of the camera. She also doesn't understand lighting and audio and how important that is. She doesn't understand like that public speaking. Like a lot of this stuff that we're doing, and I'm not saying we're the end all be all, but we are having a moderate little bit of success for the effort we put in. But we've also spent the last 10 years failing at a lot of social a lot of projects that we've tried to do.
Well, because they took, and that's like the plug for this, is they took blogging. Oh my goodness, trying to get a blog on the first page of Google is an insane amount of work. We have a couple pages on there, and they do make money, but they are insane.
Right. We did that for like 3 years, finally gave up, and now like 2 or 3 years later, like 8 of them are on the front page now. It's exhausting. So to say that we made $50 this week, but the amount of hours and experience that we put into this, making nothing, at least we're finally starting to see some payout. I've had YouTube channels that took me, the one that I got monetized took me 2 years to do. Yeah. And that was after 3 or 4 failed YouTube channels. So yeah. And
also keep in mind that people telling you that you can be millionaires may not be the most honest in their dealings. There are several YouTube people that have been removed from programs, or not YouTube, Amazon, but they're on YouTube too, that have been removed from programs for being incredibly dishonest. And you can make your money off the backs of dishonesty and on the backs of other people. You can do that. You have to ask yourself if you want to do that. I don't want to do that, and I'm not trying to be some stand on a pillar, but I'm just saying people aren't honest in telling you you can get something for nothing. It's not true, and it's never been true, and it never will be true.
Yep. So that is our
I didn't mean to go all negative.
No, this is awesome. This is our soapbox for this week, everybody. Take it for what it is. I love doing this. Notice we were going to sit outside. We're trying to get our lighting and our audio a little bit better for these reviews. I'm blown away at how many views our last week's video got, even though we were outside and it was noisy and planes were going over. Today we've got the kids in the background. We've got to end this video so we can make dinner for our children.
The rolls look so good.
I made some homemade rolls. They look awesome.
I would sell them to you if I could.
But really, because of these conversations, I would love to do our future updates live so that we can have people in the chat chatting with us.
Yeah.
And we're having a ton of fun with this. For Catherine and I, we see this as a husband and a wife and a family bonding experience too.
You know,
we get a lot of this.
I looked for jobs. I looked for part-time jobs. I used to work from home. For a company. I loved my job up until the end. It got a little brutal, but and nothing disparaging about the company. It was just the type of work that I did. Anyway, I worked for a long time at home, and I was like, you can do more things if you have more money. And I was like, maybe I should get another job, and we could just have a little bit more ease with stuff. And so we were like, how about I do this? And so this is much more creative. It's much more fun. It's much more thoughtful. I'm my own boss.
It's empowering.
It's very empowering. You can see your own stats. You can kind of say, well, I have a goal. And so speaking of goals, I know we need to wrap this up. The rolls are almost done, but I have a goal of, I really have a goal of wanting to make more than $10 a day. So how can I even control that? I've been trying to think of how I can control this, and I can get more videos, but like I kind of hinted to earlier in the video, I'm focusing on evergreen things. And I like this idea of seasonal as I'm sitting here thinking about it. I like this idea of seasonal because if I get all 4 seasons, then I will have seasonal content year round, and I won't have to worry about the seasonal content going away. So I am going to focus on continuing to do seasonal content because there's a huge market for it, and also evergreen content that people are buying year round all the time. What do we need? And focus on products like I always have, because I'm not buying things that I don't need, but things that I need and I love, because that is what I can speak to. I can be very authentic and genuine with that.
All right, the rolls.
I'm gonna check the rolls. You can end it up, but thank you so much.
The rolls are done. Everybody, thanks for watching. The channel's been growing. Thanks for all the subs and the likes, and we'll see you next week.